Well, hello, my babies and gentlemen. Another very intense week is in front of us. Maybe some unwanted or deeply desired encounters with the people of the past, some unpleasant conversations, digging deep, revealing secrets. Maybe some of them you won't like to hear about. But welcome to the future, to the week from 16th to 24th of November 2025. So let's begin with a Monday. On Monday, this is one of those buzzing days. We will have a grand water trine happening between Saturn in Pisces, Jupiter in Cancer, and the Sun in the sign of Scorpio. Again, for some regarding geography, this could mean floods, heavy rains, floodings, issues with hurricanes. So if you are in those risky areas, please be aware and protect yourself and your family. For others, this is a deep emotional opening, but with breakthrough and with a lot of hope. Because this trine is stable, yes, it brings some resentments, a bit of sorrow, a dash of sadness. However, this is a new vision. I will think about it tomorrow as Scarlett O'Hara in Gone with the Wind, or I will grow stronger from this disappointment, despair, or the lack. Things are still feeling a bit so stuck because the planet Mercury is retrograde in its very intense phase, but at the same time this great water trine will give you a sense of stillness, calmness in your heart. May it be as it should be. That will be your phrase for this Monday. However, at the same time, the planet Mars, dangerously close to retrograde Mercury and also dangerously close to the opposition toward Uranus, again, traffic, aggression, all sorts of sudden and unpleasant events, including violent people or things happening around you, including electricity as well, or mentally disrupted people in your environment. But besides all that, this Mars will create the hammer of Thor with Jupiter in Cancer and also Chiron in Aries, and this is the call to action, but the action is thwarted. It won't go just as you planned it would. Would it anytime? Would it always? But in any case, this will force you to create some breakthroughs. So on one side, this is a stagnating type of energy, and on the other, it's shouting to you, go, 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 go. It's now or never, because if you lose this day, you're going to lose this month and this year and the next year and your whole life. Don't lose any moment of your life. Try as hard as you can, but even more, try smarter than before. Tuesday, 18th of November, you are going to intensively think about what happened on October 30th. Yeah, it was pretty close, but it was so far behind as it happened in your past life. So what did happen then? Did you got some eureka moment, as it happened to me, or did you get some revealing and disgusting details about someone who is important to you or some things you are planning? So everything will be in the mix. At the same time, this Mercury will sextile Pluto. This is its second sextile. I want to check. Yes, Pluto in Aquarius correctly. And a couple of hours later, this retrograde Mercury will return to the sign of Scorpio. And things are going not just to get warmed up, they are going to get crazy, because we have Sun, Venus, and Mercury in Scorpio. So emotions are going wild. You betrayed me. No, you betrayed me. Conversations will be very passionate, but with bitterness. And soon enough, Moon will also be here. I had to check. I think Moon already. Yes, Moon entered the sign of Scorpio on Monday, so on Tuesday things are going to get a bit rocky, tricky, shrewd, with possible insults and heavy words, heavy situations, hard moments in traffic and in communication, generally speaking. You will have enough of everything, but you will have to cope, because Mercury will trace this pattern once more just a couple of weeks down the road. So things are not over, they are just heating up, and now it's the clearing phase. Take it as the clearing phase. Take your broom, take your sponges, and start clearing and cleaning your not just your physical space, but your emotional, your psychological space, more than anything else. Wednesday, 19th of November. Now Mercury is creating an opposition toward Uranus again. This is the second time. Remember what happened on 29th of October. Some situations will tend to repeat themselves, whether in the forms of verbal fights, fights around money, properties, investments. Things could go up and down in world markets, especially when it comes to pharmaceutical industries, gas and oils, chemical industry, and so on. But also properties could go up and down. Besides that, Mercury will create the same aspect around early December. I have to check. Yes, December the 10th. Again, and then if you are going through some tense financial or psychological situation, then it will be over, not right now. At the same time, this retrograde Mercury will create very stable, stable and inspiring aspect toward Neptune. Now is your moment to use your homeopathic remedies, to do some screenings, to visit your psychic, to schedule your astrology reading, but not astrology reading, your tarot reading, something related to intuition, to chemistry, to water in you. Could be changing, you could be reminding yourself of some situations, but the best thing, if you can, is to read some texts about psychology, or to watch psychological videos, or if you can't, visit your psychologist and throw up everything you have been holding up for up till now. Thursday, 20th of November, we have a new moon in Scorpio. Don't ask me. If you live on the west coast of the USA, this new moon will come to you on Wednesday, 19th of November. But in any case, this will be one intense, revealing, all things resurfacing, because retrograde Mercury is here besides the Sun and the Moon, and Venus is also here. Heavily, emotionally new moon with some critical moments, announcing some critical moments happening during the next 2 weeks. From this day, it could happen on this Thursday, but it may happen during the next 2 weeks. Maybe some surprises, maybe the man you loved so much and you were separated is just getting engaged to someone he just met, or maybe you are going to meet a new love of your life, you're going to win the lottery, or you are going to lose your Bitcoin money, or whatever, because everything will revolve around emotions, carnal desires, relationships, betrayed hopes, maybe some renewed conversations. Maybe for some of you this could all revolve around reconciling with your ex, getting all those dirty laundry out and then washing it. And for some of you, there is no sense for washing the dirty laundry. Maybe it could be the better to throw it out and then burn everything behind you. And many of you will feel like this fire, take everything, take all. So fire and water and under ocean volcanoes will take place in all of us. A very heavy, very intense new moon. Usually I don't use this word for those types of events, because past month new moon was way easier than this one. This one could be very, maybe you may feel defeated in the beginning, and that will create an enraged state of your mind, but in 2 weeks you will realize why this is for your greatest good. Besides that, I just checked Sabian symbol for this new moon, and it says that it's the king of the fairies reaching back his domain. So maybe you had some inspiring thoughts about writing a book, creating content, doing something artistic. Now is your time to get back to that phenomenal idea, to that phenomenal energy. Grab it, hold onto it, forget about everything around you, even those very painful emotional moments, and do your job, do your task, do your project, or do your business that will ensure you happiness and prosperity throughout the whole next year. So Friday, 21st of November, Sun is entering the sign of Sagittarius, and Moon as well, and Moon is creating a conjunction with Mars there. So everything will be in the symbolism of Sagittarius, half man, half horse. So you will have some prolonged ideological conversations, as I did recently in Paris, besides Beaubourg, about left and about the right side of the politics, and about the philosophy, and take everything from me, you cannot take myself. Why eating oysters? So I already told you, I believe that was the last week, that sign of Sagittarius invented logorrhea, so word diarrhea, and you will be surrounded by words and philosophies. Some of them will be very viable, whilst the others could be simply ridiculous. I don't want to mention any other term for it, for instance, like stupid or ugly or not viable. No, I would never do that. But in any case, communication, just be very careful while traveling, because things could happen while traveling long distances as well, and you may feel the sudden urge to return to something you started to study during this September or October, something which you started in that time frame and it was postponed, delayed, for whatever reason there was. Now you are feeling ready to get back into that matter and master that matter with passion and aggression again. Saturday, 22nd of November, will calm energies down, not in the sense that you will feel the need to sleep or to rest or watch some movies while feeling lonely or isolated in the comfort of your home. No, this day could be highly productive for you, even if you are forced to spend it in your home. Do it in the front of your desk or front of your screen, because the moon will enter the sign of Capricorn. This is a somewhat emotional isolation. Now I'm not going to think about my feelings. I don't have any use of my feelings. Let's check my bank account. Let's calculate my next project. Why? Because this retrograde Mercury, which have been bothering all of us for the past 2 weeks, and intensively during Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, now on Saturday, is going to create trine aspect over the Jupiter in Cancer, and this will relate to calculations around your home renovations, some family plans. Maybe you're going to plan vacation for this incoming summer, for the next summer. Anything around your family, home, your expenses. Now it's a wonderful day to calculate your monthly expenses for your food and bills and other conveniences. So use your mind, use your calculative skills, use your online calculators, do whatever you can, but put some numbers on the paper or on the screen. Think thoroughly about those numbers, and everything will form as it should be regarding your future. So they dedicated for calculations. Sunday, 23rd of November, will find the Sun in the sign of Sagittarius, sextiling Pluto in Aquarius. And now some deep truths are going to get on the surface. If you are talking with your ex, or you are observing your ex on social media or whatever, now you are going to realize that maybe some things or people cannot be changed, and why bother? On the other hand, maybe you will hear the common people on the streets while some protests are happening in your home, in your city, your town, your country. Maybe you will hear some deep truths coming from those people on the streets, or maybe some of the politicians will say something that will reveal something very important. Well, let's do all signs for this week, and I'm going to watch my chart here on my screen. For Sagittarius, it's the Sagittarius season. For Aries, very intense moments regarding your higher education and your traveling plans if you are traveling longer distances. Also, if you are planning to move next year, now you are going to get a mix of hope, of great offers, of feeling stuck, of chasing the money you are missing, but everything will revolve around your plans for the next year, and you could be very worried. You don't have any use of being worried. On the other hand, yes, heavy worries, heavy fears that could keep you awake at night. Instead of that, pray, or if you don't want to pray, calm your mind, meditate, especially if you can do it somewhere close to the water. Things are going to get cleared out, but not in the way you planned in detail. In any case, you will get the whole thing, but not all, not with all small details you wanted it. Take it as it is, take it or leave it, and say thank to God. If you are a Taurus, everything revolves around your relationships. Maybe you could encounter someone who is a foreigner, especially someone coming from your social circles or online community, and this foreign person could be the one for you. This may be something long distance, as it looks to me. Maybe you could have two people in this equation. You could be interested in two persons at the same time. Maybe one of them could have a greater age difference, maybe 7 or more years older or younger than you are. But in any case, you may feel very intense, passionate, with a strong sex drive. But at the same time, you could be very wise and very shrewd while picking the proper person for you. If you are in a committed relationship, then everything will revolve around deep emotions and, yes, sex. For Geminis, it's the rocky road to Dublin for you, and it will continue because I'll take the low road and you take the high road, and I'll be in Scotland before you. And all the songs I can remember, medieval songs about England and Scotland and Ireland. So you're going to feel just like that. Like a crazy person singing medieval Scottish songs. Things could revolve around philosophy, things could be up and down, your marriage could be falling apart. If you are looking for love, only morons will surround you, and in the end, you are going to sing that Scottish song about the lake. I'm so sorry, Gemini, I love you so much, but this is how it is for this week. If you're a Cancer, I could write a melodramatic novel about you throughout this whole week, dear Cancer, because everything will revolve around children or your romantic life, and this will be filled with drama and mostly melodrama, and tears are going to pour from your eyes, and everyone around you is going to cry. But surprisingly, everything could end up on a high note, because you may become pregnant during this week. If this is in your plans, then something very significant could take place with your children, or your first child at least, and you may encounter someone from your past, and you could renew your romance. In any case, everything will revolve around your emotions, and your emotions will be thick and heavy, but then some revelation will come and everything will change. If you're a Leo, something similar could be said about you, but your situation is going to revolve around your home, and you are going to get it done. Maybe you have to renew your contract for your living and your place of residence. Maybe the old customer will come back and finally pay you off for your home. If you're selling a home, something could take place with your parents, especially with your mother, which could end this drama. So if she had some health issues, maybe she could suddenly get well, or situation will tend to resolve itself during the next 2 weeks, but beginning from this Wednesday or Thursday. Intense week for you. You are going to feel like you're getting mad, but you have to go through this, and you will pull through from this situation. If you are a Virgo, everything what I said about Gemini relates to you, Virgo, regarding Irish and Scottish medieval songs. But in your case, everything will revolve around your sibling, your closest friends, and then it will have the tendency to get into your home, family of origin, touch your mother, touch your father, but mostly mother or your grandmother. So you could have some issues, missed communications, whatever comes from your mouth won't be the same thing as you formed in your mind, and things will lead toward many misunderstandings, heated discussions, and even verbal fights. But everything will calm down, except for the fact that you will have to deal with some things in your home starting from the next week. If you are a Libra, inspiration. I already described that sense of bitterness and sadness, but also calm. Peace may come into your mind, and you will also get the money you are waiting for. Yes, I'm waiting for some money. And money coming from abroad, from the overseas. It would be more than you expected. And things will finally clear out with your business partners or your clients, and someone new will enter your life as your client. I'm not talking about love. When it comes to love, you should be prepared for renewed conversation with your ex or some of your exes. So maybe it won't take place during this week, but maybe it would next week. At the same time, take care, because maybe your government is going to wait for you just around the corner and to remind you that you forgot to pay some taxes or some dues. Get everything in order. Yes, I have to get my new identity card, and that will cost me some small money, but small, and it will build up. But in any case, you will have to take your obligations and do them one by one, make a plan and execute them. All things are looking pretty well for you, Libra, during this week. What is surprise? If you're a Scorpio, you are torn all over. It's me and you, and can we work together? And it's about the money, and can I be your provider and protector? I don't feel so, but would I, should I, could it, would it? Everything will revolve around your mind. You will feel as if you have many hidden enemies behind you. You will hate your love emotions. You are going to be torn all apart, and at the same time you will feel very lonely and looking for love in all the wrong places. Intense, decisive a week for you, my dear Scorpios, because from the middle part of this week and onward, many things will simply clear from your path and you will be a free person. If you are a Sagittarius, mess is knocking on your door. You may be feeling as if you have many enemies. And yes, people could be gossiping behind your back. And you should also take care of pickpockets, because it's very easy for you to get your wallet stolen, especially in subway for some of you. Or your phone, for instance. For others, take care of your papers. Some of them documents, some of them could be missing. You might have misplaced them weeks ago. So find some important documents. You will go through a certain drama around that, but you will pull through. As the week continues, things will calm down for you, and you will also feel very inspired by this strong water trine. Yes, this could be a dash of sadness, as I already told you, but if you hold on to your faith and your tradition, then you will pull through and everything will be fine. If you are a Capricorn, surprisingly, this week is very beneficial for you, especially for broadening your social connections. Find quality people. Do not just network with everyone you encounter. And also, there is a huge chance that someone from your past, like a friend, acquaintance, someone you did business with early on, may reappear in your life. For others, maybe an old friend from your college could call up. Yes, I have to call my friend. I haven't seen her for 2 years, and she is a Capricorn, and this is a great reminder. But when am I going to do it? And generally speaking, things are looking pretty well for you. If you are an Aquarius, on one side things are looking pretty well for you, and on the others you are going to feel like you're going mad. You're gaining a new type of power. Maybe some people are starting to hate on you, your words, your style, your way of thinking on two lanes at the same time, in two lanes at the same time. And you may encounter some enemies, especially from the area of your career. So there could be some misunderstandings going on with your boss. You may be tempted to say, I quit. I want to start my own business, home-based business. Or maybe your boss is going to say to you that famous sentence, you're fired. And you're going to say, I don't give a damn. And things are going to be pretty intense and very dramatic, and not at least melodramatic in your case, Aquarius, as it is for Cancer, for instance, or Virgo or Scorpio. Deal with it, deal with it. If you are a Pisces, things are looking good for you, except on Monday, when Moon is going to create square towards Jupiter, so you could be very worried regarding your home or your love life. I would bet that it could be around your love life or around your children, and then this intuitive feeling you're going to feel is going to create a whole drama and theater around you as the week extends to Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Those could be critical days for you, my dear Pisces. So on one side, you are going to feel like as if you are protected, and on the other, the drama will pile up. And you are going to question, you are even going to question some of your religious or spiritual pursuits or philosophies, or the dogma you had for so long in your life. Maybe it's now the proper time to free yourself and adopt some higher philosophies or spiritual pursuits. Maybe you were thinking too small. Maybe it's now, or feeling too small. Maybe it's now the right time to break this, to crack this shelf of your dogmatic beliefs while this new moon in Scorpio is taking place, and to free yourself for something bigger, better, or more truthful than you could ever hoped. So, babies and gentlemen, this was all. I am your astrologer, Kira. Please check my readings, because I can give you precise readings around any matter you want to know about. You can order your full birth chart reading, where I will analyze your positions and tell you about your character and options in your life. But you could also order a small reading where I will precisely answer your questions. When you're going to get married, when you're going to get rid of that court case, what is going on with your money, when you can expect better money, what should you do with your business, should you found your business, get back to some old ideas, how to connect and find better social environments and close friends, what to do regarding your career, what type of career or education is the proper one for you. So any of those questions, I will answer them to you directly and precisely. And I'm the queen of non-fluff content. So you will you should be very assured that I won't use any fluff in my readings at all. Love you all, and I hope I'm going to see you in the next week as well. Bye.